That's weird. That's weird. Kind of weirding me out.
You are a sad, strange little man.
It's crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Isn't that weird?
That's weird, man.
It's strange.
What's up, campers? Welcome back to episode 222 of Camp Strange. I am your camp counselor, Alex Tobin.
And I am your other camp counselor, Pibble. Wash
And-
my belly. Clean my belly.
And we're back to bring the spooky, wacky, weird, strange, and terriful.
Terrible.
This is David's word that he wanted to represent the story. I think you're thinking of terrible and terrorizing.
No, it's
Terrible.
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 You forgot your own word that you created.
Yeah, terrible.
Anyway, but before we tell you these longer stories, you got to catch you up on any of the news you may have missed. And David, I'm going to start this off real quick because I got good news.
Love good news.
Monkey who escaped Mississippi highway crash has new permanent home at New Jersey refuge. We were wrong. We delivered.
Oh, I thought he
wrong.
got.
I thought they all got gots, but the here's the thing. One or two got away. For all those of you who don't know, there was a semi-trailer crash over in, I think it was Mississippi, and these like 4 monkeys got out, I think, and they're like, oh, they have like AIDS and syphilis and COVID and all these things. Oh, herpes.
I think it was herpes, COVID, and
it might have been syphilis. They didn't have AIDS.
Like the flu. I think there's like one more normal one in there.
There was a COVID one in there, which made me laugh. But I think there 2 of them were like, oh, that might be like an STI or something like that. But I guess two of them were shot and killed by civilians, which is just sad. Because then we find out after they got out that they weren't like contagious. I don't know how that's possible. I get it. I'm not a. Okay, I am a monkey guy, but I don't understand science. I'm a monkey.
We're men of science. We are men of science.
We're bringing this back. Horse. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Whiskey
men of
men, science men, anti-seagull, anti-wasp.
Hate them.
Pro-invisible dog.
I think we take all the wasps and we just put them in England.
They'd be like, who wants a waspy biscuit? It's covered in plum sauce.
Oh, wasps and chips. You want some wasps and chips?
Eel and shit pudding. Sorry. I know Americans are fat too. It's fine. We eat gross shit.
At least we go to the dentist.
Well, you don't.
Yeah, no. I am a dentist.
David doesn't have teeth anymore. He just has rows of tonsil stones lining the front of his mouth, and his breath just smells like an ass.
Sometimes I like jamming some grapes up there. They stick, and I can pretend like I got big round teeth.
I like doing. You remember Dennis the Menace when he put those when he
chiclets?
Yeah, where he fucks up Walter Matthau's dentures, puts the big fucking chiclets for his newspaper photo. Oh, so funny.
God, that kid was an asshole.
Yeah, he was a menace, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess that's what. Yeah, he's a menace.
Dennis the asshole didn't really roll off the tongue. Anyway, Dennis shot these 2 monkeys with this fucking little slingshot. Apparently, he killed 2 of them, and then I think one of them was captured
with knives.
What? Oh,
eating apples with knives.
Dude, don't go to the apples with knives bit. Right? We can't go down that hole right now. The Christopher Lloyd, homeless apples, eating the key and the beans, just watching children, watching children at a park.
Mm-hmm. Remember when you used to be able to watch kids at the park? Man, the 90s were just built different.
Remember when you used to be a homeless man with an open knife and watch children at the park? And you know what the worst part was? Dennis was still the most menacing person at that park.
I know. They should have been taking him off, putting him in the pound.
The city hired the homeless man to kill Dennis. That's my new conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Walter Matthau. What if Walter Matthau just like go into like under a bridge and be like, "Do you kill children?" And he's like, "Yeah, nothing's off limits for me." And he hires the homeless man to kill him.
Yeah.
I kind of love that.
Yeah.
Wait,
Start
okay,
writing the
wait.
script.
So I think he. I think the monkey's name is Forrest. Forrest and two other monkeys eluded officers at the crash site and eventually escaped. The two other monkeys were shot and killed by civilians who were there protecting their families and neighborhoods. Shut the fuck up. It's a
Sound a bunch
capuchin.
of cowards to me.
Yeah, I'm like, why don't you fist fight it? Okay, they never even stood a chance. You son of a bitch. But then Forrest, I think they named this monkey Forrest, spent about a week on the run before being spotted by a resident who lives near the crash site. He was captured by workers, and basically, he in search for a new home. Forrest was recently relocated to the nonprofit Popcorn Park Animal Refuge in Lacey Township, New Jersey. Popcorn Park.
You know what that says to me?
What?
Tells me Popcorn Park Animal Rescue or whatever it was. They're too busy doing their job to come up with a good name. That's how I like to look at it.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
anytime
that.
you have a bad name, you're just too busy to come up with something good because
Or
out here saving monkeys with herpes.
Or even better, the owner was like, you know what? I love this place so much, but you know who loves it more than me? My daughter. I'm gonna let her name it. And she's like, Popcorn Park. And he's like, you heard her. We're naming it Popcorn Park. And then she's like, wait.
Popcorn.
And then she's like, wait. He's like, yeah, honey. She's like, poo poo pee pee diarrhea park. And he's like, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna hire a homeless man to kill you.
Adolf Hitler Park.
But my favorite part of this is, so he's in New Jersey now. Poor monkey, shoot me, right? I'm joking. New Jersey's great. But it says he gradually built trust with his caretakers, and his diet includes a commercial animal kibble, grapes, and peanuts. So you guys have a pretty similar diet, technically.
Yeah. I usually eat like the gorilla feed you can get off Amazon.
Yeah, and then you rub dog medicine on your knuckles.
Yeah. I'm getting superpowers though, so it's cool.
I have to get my knuckles hard because I have to punch all the kibble to make it go down easier. My tonsil stones are starting to erode where my teeth were, and it's been hard. It's been hard. 2025 has been hard.
You saw that video I sent you, right?
No, what are you talking about?
It was more recent. The guy who rubs dog medicine on his knuckles. We've talked about him so many times, so this is a good update for everyone. I stumbled upon a video of his recently where he now has superpowers from the dog medicine.
Oh.
And he is like admitting like electric currents.
What? Is this like
when he puts his hands like close to like a metal, you can see little like electric currents.
That's the kind of mental illness I want.
But you can
shock.
see it. It's on the film.
Oh, you can see it. Wait, is it horrible iMovie CGI?
No, not at all. No, it's definitely not like
he's just rubbing his feet on the carpet in socks for like 20 minutes before he does it.
I'm not saying it's like real. What I'm saying is that what he's doing is real, but it's like he's doing something to get this to happen. Like it's not coming from the dog medicine. It's like you know those like balls that have like the electric thing. You like touch the outside of the glass and it like zaps.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It goes to. It kind of looks like that. So I feel like maybe he's got like an open microwave on top of something, and he's like getting close to it.
Oh, I see.
Like it's happening. It's real, but like
you could do those are called I think they're called Tesla coils or something like that. Like people, I remember like Tesla history lesson. There's like a picture or something where like, or a story where he would like have a Tesla coil, and then people would go in the room and he could like control, like the electricity would shoot to his hands, but he was like safe from it, and he would just like impress people with that shit. So it's just Tesla didn't rub dog medicine on his knuckles. Instead,
you don't know that.
instead, he fell in love with a pigeon and died.
Yeah.
So all the greats have a little mental illness, you know. So we're just waiting for this guy's new invention to come out. Don't write him off yet.
No. He needs to start making his own dog medicine. I'm curious on how much money he spent on dog medicine over the years.
What ailment is this like cough medicine for dogs? Like does it have the croup, dog croup?
I almost wonder if it's like something you spray on their paws to like toughen them up.
It has to be.
Because like, you know, I am on my number 2, number 3 dog, and I know like occasionally like you get them in scenarios where like their paws get raw. Mm-hmm. You know, too much gravel time. They're out of the city. Mm-hmm. They're off the grass. They're on gravel. Like, yeah, I'll
big
get
city
little cuts
dog
here and there. So I'm just curious if maybe there's like a spray to toughen them up for like working dogs or like sled dogs or something like that.
I don't think this guy was like dog ear infection medicine and he accidentally sprayed it on his hand. He's like, whoa, that made my hand tough. It had to be like, this toughens up your dog's paws. And then he was like, I'm going to spray this on my knuckles so I could like punch through bricks. Because that was his thing. He was punching like cinder blocks, right?
Well, yeah, he had a cinder block that he was turning into gravel. I searched on Amazon. I searched for dog medicine for hands.
You don't search for that.
It might be this antifungal medicated spray.
Maybe you want to put paws. Dog medicine for paws. Maybe not hands.
Because it's definitely a spray, but it's not like a it's not like an air sealed spray. You know what I mean? Like it's like a pump spray, not like a.
Okay.
Like a.
Is this gonna? Yeah. Okay. Why don't you just message him? He probably will answer.
He's probably waiting for someone to ask about this.
He's chomping at the bit. Don't worry, you fucking send him a DM. He's gonna be outside your house tomorrow shooting electricity through your door.
This guy probably lives in Springfield.
Wait, do you have a story? Stop looking up dog medicine. We have to keep this going.
Dog medicine. Hold on.
Stop looking up dog medicine.
Toughen
I said stop, and you double down. He's the only person that knows that it toughens hands. Stop writing hands. If you're gonna pause.
Some popular dog products like Tough Foot and Pad Tough are sometimes used by people for toughening their hands.
What? So people do use this? What is he, like a rock climber?
This guy definitely not a rock climber.
He smokes rock.
Yeah.
Sorry. Didn't mean to say
All
that.
right. News story. Heavily intoxicated raccoon passes out in liquor store bathroom after breaking in and ransacking shelves.
Hell yeah. What do you drink?
What was his drink of choice?
I got a photo. So there's at least a broken bottle of what's the gin that's in the green bottle?
Oh, Tanqueray.
Yeah, so I had some Tanqueray at least.
Okay, that's like I think that's like mid shelf to high shelf. I mean, it's not like high shelf, but I think that's a good.
It's
one,
like
right?
commercial. It's like commercial, like like.
It's not well.
Like.
Let me see how much a Tanqueray bottle is.
Jack Daniels.
No, it's higher than.
It's like a staple.
Actually, this is like actually pretty cheap. So yeah, this is like a Tito's or a Jack Daniels. I thought it was. Yeah. I'm more of a Hendrix guy, if you ask me, but I don't think this is a bad gin. I mean, a raccoon, he doesn't know any better. He eats trash, so
exactly. It looks like he broke quite a few bottles, but the only one I can see is the green Tanqueray. But the puddle does seem to not be very existent.
Oh shit! So
I would. It tastes like pine needles, kind of. So maybe he's like, "Oh, it's tree water."
I've also seen like other stories or like America's Funniest Home Videos, and there's like a raccoon in like the
fermented
warehouse,
pumpkins.
And it's like stumbling around, and so I think this is like somewhat common for raccoons to do that.
Well, squirrels and raccoons will eat pumpkins that are rotting and that they ferment and they can get drunk off them, or like apples that are on the ground.
Yeah. Pretty cool. We should try that.
There's a really good photo of the squirrel passed out in the bathroom.
I had a piece of rum cake They brought rum cake into work, and I ate a piece and drove
Crashed your
home.
car.
And drove home and got pulled over, and they said, "Have you had any cake tonight?" And I was like,
Just the one I'm sitting on.
And he said, "I'm gonna have to ask you to get out of the car and show me that.
I need to take it. I need to make sure it's not spoiled.
I want to see if there's." I said, "Beware, sir." I was trying to be
Get on the
sexy with
hood.
it. I said, my homemade chocolate icing in there. So you better beware.
They said you ruined it.
And
So
I
that's
said,
disgusting. You ruined it.
And I was like, "You're no fun." And then he let me hold his gun, and I shot 3 people. And then I returned back, and Walter Matthau gave me $40.
But they were bad people.
They were menaces, technically.
Yeah, they're bad people.
Yeah, I only kill menaces. Men-I.
Yeah.
Okay, I got another story right here. HR director arrested for allegedly drugging over 200 female applicants to make them urinate during interviews.
So what is
What
the
is this
process?
What is this world we live in? So it's
I
typical
just-
HR.
I'm just lost on,
I
where
can't
the,
keep up with the kids today. Fortnite fucking updates every 2 days, and now
I know.
HR directors are making you piss your pants during an interview. I just don't know. I can't keep up. So this was fucking crazy weird. Just when I thought I heard
fetish shit,
week-
right?
yeah,
It's just fetish shit.
fetish shit.
Okay.
Long story short, this guy named Christian Negre, he apparently targeted like over 240 women, and he was the HR director at the French Cultural Ministry. Of course, he's French. The French are little fucking freaks. They're like, "Welcome to Paris, the most romantic place on earth. Pee your pants in front of me." Yeah, we. Oh fuck. Okay, you win. That was good. It's pretty good. The only French word I know, and I didn't use it. But this guy, he would slip a strong illegal diuretic into coffee or tea that he personally offered to female candidates when they arrived for interviews. And you're like, "Oh, okay, well, like then there's still a bathroom nearby." No, because he would propose taking the interview outside for a walk. He would then intentionally lead the woman on long, winding routes far away from bathrooms, so when the sudden urge to urinate struck, they were forced to either endure intense discomfort, relieve themselves in public, or even end up wetting their clothes. Investigators first became aware in 2018 when he tried to take photos of a senior official's legs. Oh, he was like trying to snap. God, this guy, it seems like he's got a lot of weird fetishes. He's just legs. And then a search on his computer turned up a spreadsheet titled P Experiments, but just the letter P. So it's kind of like,
Okay.
okay, he's pretty clever. No one's going to.
Yeah. Yeah,
And this is-
sneaky one.
Which logged dates and times of each drugging, as well as notes on how the victim reacted per, the files also reportedly included photos. And it says, under the pretext of a sexual fantasy, this is about a power and domination over women's bodies through humiliation and control. Well, maybe. This guy's a fucking weirdo. But here's the worst part. It says, not the worst part. That was probably the worst part.
A lot of bad parts.
So many bad parts in this. But it says that the person who sued, she was eventually forced to like squat in a tunnel underneath a bridge while they're out on their like interview. And she says, quote, he approached, took off his jacket and said, "I'll shield you." I thought that was strange, she said. So he's just like a little fucking asshole freak, piece of shit menace. And guess what? Guess what I do to menaces?
What do? Take their teeth out?
I can't tell you what I do to them. That's a secret. I
Okay.
cut them like an apple into little pieces.
Eat them slice by slice?
Cook them over the fire with my beans. They dead. They no longer allowing no more pee for you, sir. I'm taking your spreadsheet away. But
The river ran dry.
it's just like fucking crazy. When I read that, I was like, no way. Like what? And the crazy thing is, like he could have probably got away with it a lot longer. If
Say you gotta hate your job if you're taking risks like that.
You know that he had, like, out of 240 applicants, like, he had to hire at least 2 people, and then at the company Christmas party, they're like,
yeah, everyone pissed themselves.
I got a story for you. They're like, you peed on the interview too? Yeah, me too. That was weird. Oh, we should corroborate these stories, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
No one believes both of the pee stories. Someone's making it up for attention.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, do you have one more story?
I do. France's far-right leader hit by egg day after a flower attack. They're trying to bake this boy into a cake.
Oh, they're trying to bake him in. Maybe that was, is this the French minister, whatever the fuck that job was I just said? Who is this fucker?
He's France's far-right leader.
He probably was like, you know what? He's probably got an egg fetish, those freaky French.
Yeah, probably.
French, speaking of bringing it back.
Yeah, he's a French man.
Freaky
I don't
French.
know. They're trying to bake him into a cake, though.
Freaky French Day.
French Day.
PHR guy and far-right dictator swap places for one day. And you won't believe the shenanigans they get into. They just got naked and looked at themselves in a mirror for about 18 hours.
18 hours? It's
God,
a long time.
if I switch bodies with anybody,
yeah,
that's what I'm doing all day, walking around naked in public.
Just explore. You're just exploring.
I'm going to ruin your life.
Just doing some cave diving.
I'm going to be like, do you know who Prince Albert is?
You're there to endure the pain, you know? You're so selfless. You know, you're doing it for them, but you're the one taking it.
I guess you're right. This isn't like a great plan of mine because it just seems like it's really painful. And the guy's like, well, I'm just going to remove this immediately. And I'd be like, yeah, I didn't. So
that's why you wait for the
it is.
infection to start up. Because you went to a bog afterwards. You went and swam around in a bog.
Some guy at a Chinese restaurant's like, you're going to switch back in. And I'm like, wait 1 second. I just slammed my foot down on a rusty nail. I'm like, okay, there we go. Now you can do it.
Cut your arm off. There you go.
I'm like, I can feel my jaw locking up as we speak. The tetanus is flowing through me.
Make the switch. Switch the bodies now. Stop waiting. Switch the bodies.
Through the wire, I can hit into the wire. You know that song?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
good
good
first
one.
Kanye song. That's a good song.
Yeah.
Back when he wasn't insane.
Yeah. Okay. Well, are we caught up on these stories?
I believe so. I think that's all of the news that has happened in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's it. That's all of it. Okay, well, let's get into these longer stories we got for you, because mine's a real doozy today. Like I said, some of these
stories... It's going to be a real bummer. It's going to be a real bummer. Thanksgiving's over. Let's get into the bummers.
Dude, I can't find a fucking story. I mean, the stories are, they're not wholeheartedly bummers.
If they're good, they're short. You know what I mean? Like, you can find a good one that's like 2 paragraphs.
Oh, yeah.
How do I stretch this out?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, where it's like they're like, this guy fucking elected a snake for mayor, and you're like, that is cool. What else? And they're like, that's it. And I'm like,
Yeah. It was overturned a week later.
Like, it got ran over immediately. He was trying to install a crosswalk, and they killed him.
Yeah.
But no, it's a little bit of a bummer, but I always came across these people, and like, you know, I was like, okay, this is this is an interesting story. But as I went deeper down, I was like, oh my God, this is like a little horrific. But luckily it's like, they didn't go into all the details because I don't know what these people fully did. So we'll talk about it right now. So,
should I download like a clown noise to just put in kind of randomly to lighten it up?
There's no sure. Yeah, you want to do it. You're going to do it regardless.
I might. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
During like
let's see if I can find a clown noise.
during like a really dark like moment, you know. They
Okay.
play the clown noise.
Clown noise honk. Free MP3.
Okay, so let me start this story. Now, David, since you're 63, 64, how old are you?
Sorry. I found the clown honk thing, and I clicked to test it right when you were talking, and it was like 4 times louder than you. And so I didn't hear what you said. But I have secured the clown honk sound effect 1 MP3.
Okay, well, I'll start this. Give him a little taste right now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and so now we can move on, just so you're not scared when that fucking pops up again.
Okay.
Okay.
Man, this website ruled. I'm gonna save this website. They got all sorts of stuff in here.
All good noises, bunch of good noises for Davey to go to sleep.
It's so loud to the point that I think you might be able to hear it through my headphones into the microphone when this episode comes out, because the last one I was clicked on, I think my ears are bleeding.
Okay, here we go. Now, David, since you're, 63, 64, I gotta do my joke.
6'7".
6'7". I was thinking you're an old fucker. Well, you remember the 1980s pretty well, right? Do you know?
The 80s, I was conceived in the 80s, so not born in them.
No, you're 60-something. You remember him. Well, while you were dropping acid here in your Oregon hippie town, the people of cold and the windy city of Chicago were scared for their lives. As a series of I thought I heard the... dude, now I'm having these like subliminal... I thought the clown honk was happening. I think it was Meg downstairs playing like it was like a commercial playing loud. It was like, and I was like, is that the fucking clown honk? I'm scared now. I'm like traumatized.
Don't worry, over 10,000 people have favorited this sound button.
Oh God. Okay, wait. Okay, so like I said, while you're dropping acid in Oregon, your hippie town, people of the windy city of Chicago were scared for their lives as a series of murders overtook the community. Women disappeared from bus stops and were found months later, mutilated and murdered in almost ritualistic ways. The sheer number of missing people and dead bodies sent a wave of panic through the Midwest as satanic panic began to form. But the real story is less fantastic and far senseless, as today we discuss the Chicago Ripper Crew. It's a cool name for a bunch of fucking not cool guys. So, Chicago in the early 1980s. What do you know about Chicago in the early 1980s?
The 80s?
Absolutely nothing, dude, right?
Michael Jackson.
I guess Michael Jackson was from Chicago, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think
was
so.
he?
Yeah, I think
No,
so.
Michael Jordan. so it was him. He did these. So Chicago in the early 1980s was a city divided. By day, it was neighborhoods pulsing with traffic, factory whistles, and the Lake Michigan breeze. And by night, alleys narrowed into shadow corridors where people hurried home before the sunset. And rightfully so, because the 1980s was an era that would ever become synonymous with a widespread fear campaign called satanic panic. So, David, you might know this. It's a panic heavily associated with Dungeons and Dragons. They thought Dungeons and Dragons was causing a big moral dilemma amongst children that were then praying to Satan and doing rituals and carving pentagrams into stuff and sacrificing animals. And I keep going back and forth between, and I'll talk about it like briefly, but whether like the idea, this might be like a little bit of a sensitive topic, but the idea of like the satanic panic inspired people, like the coverage of it inspired people, like rebellious teenagers to go do stuff like that, or even like sick individuals to go do stuff like that, or if it was like existing before and it was like a true through line through our society, because I think the same thing with like school shootings, where it's like, is the amount and media coverage and like our we're so aware of them, does that make people do them more? Or was it always going to be a thing no matter what, because guns were more readily available, and you know what I mean? Where it's like starting.
I think he also, yeah.
I think it's a combination of both, because like obviously Columbine was like back in like the 90s and stuff. And I remember at the time, like people were like, oh my God, this is crazy. And it's just ramped up. But I'm like, is
Kip
it ramping
Kinkle.
up? Who?
Kip Kinkle.
Who's that?
Have we not? I thought we did Kip Kinkle. Did we not do Kip Kinkle?
I'm not sure.
It happened in Springfield.
Oh, there's a shooting?
Yeah, 1998. He killed I think his grandparents, who were his guardians. Like his grandparents took care of him.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he killed both of his parents or grandparents, and then went to school and shot a few other people.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's
when
like
he was
horrible.
15.
Well, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe like these have happened throughout, and we're keeping up with the normal amount, just like when guns became like more readily available and cheaper and everything. But like, I don't know. I think about that with the satanic panic thing. I feel like there might be like a slight correlation there. And at the time, everyone was afraid of the morale of America itself, and they thought the morals were falling into the clutches of the devil, which, as we all know, is baloney. I mean, to some, but I guess devil is very real to others. But the real question is, how much did this campaign of terror actually take rebellious and lost teens and turn them into devil worshippers, or even worse, violent murderers? And one such young man being Robin Gecht. So Robin
Gecht?
Yeah, it's like Gecht. Gecht. Yeah, you got the German. Yeah.
Okay.
So Robin Gecht was a 28-year-old small construction business owner who managed a group of inexperienced laborers. He was known to be controlling and manipulative, one employee describing him as having a strange charisma, saying he had a way of making you feel like you owed him something. Oh, God, I need that power. Hey, got $5? Oh. Feel like you should, and you should give it to me. And then, okay, wait, you got to help me out here. I started this. I don't know where I'm going with it.
I don't know. I can't read your goddamn mind. I'm glad I can't.
Dude, I need help really bad. You owe me.
I owe you?
See,
I owe you $5?
This was an inception. You need to help me. See, you fell right into my trap, buddy.
No, I like watching people flounder.
I love a flounder. Rotten fish.
Robin fish?
Robin. Yeah. So Gecht also had a need for control mixed with an obsession for sadistic fantasies and occult symbolism. Great combo, which all led to slowly forming a cult of sorts with a couple of his employees. I feel like this is where you're headed, Dave. Mm-hmm. You know, you're just... all you need is a couple really good, loyal employees.
A couple of henchmen.
I mean, you already
henchwomen.
You already play Magic card. You're halfway there.
Yeah.
Casting spells and
once you figure it
goblins.
out. Yeah.
You know? So the workers came and went, most of them. Like I said, he wasn't like, his construction company wasn't like reputable. Like, it was a bunch of inexperienced guys. He was inexperienced, but... it's Chicago. You need to build. Everybody needs something built over there. It's cold. The wind just blows everything down.
Got the deep dish.
That has nothing to do with building.
You're building it layer by layer, the deep dish.
You see, when you flounder, you make a deep dish joke, horrible joke. Everybody's fucking laughing at you right now. They're all like, I can't believe you said that. I come and help you. I do a little comedic banter. You stared at me during that $5 bit, and you watched.
I was just confused. I didn't know what you were saying.
That was so fucked up. I can't believe you.
It's okay.
So
I have ADHD.
oh, now he's bragging about his TV. Okay, fuck you, dude. So the workers came and went. Some lasted days. Others were mere hours because he's a bad boss. Bad boss. Bad daddy. There's another callback.
Yeah, bad daddies, huh?
Yeah, daddy's cream. So
You scream, I scream, we all scream for daddy's cream.
stop. You can't say that. We're at a children's park. So, but like I said, he couldn't keep employees, but 3 young men stayed close. Edward Spitzer and his brothers Andrew and Thomas Kekorelius. What the fuck are these last names, man?
That's Chicago. What are you going to do about it?
Are there like a lot of like Polish people in Chicago? Are these German? What are these?
Yeah, I actually think there are. Like in that, like the
A lot of Irish.
Milwaukee, Illinois, like Minnesota. I think there are a lot of Polish people and like Eastern European people, like Czech people.
That would make sense because they have a lot of sausage. Sausage.
Yeah. A lot of cheese and sausage shit.
Yeah, I know they got a lot of Irish because in March they'll piss into the river and it turns green.
I mean, Jesus, who doesn't? God.
They said they line up all the Irish and they said, whip them out. You're all pissing in the river. And then the HR guy comes out and he goes, starts rubbing his little dog medicine hands together.
Yeah. Starts ripping them off. Ripping the peppers off. He goes, that's coming with me. You're going to have to get that out of my office later. Give me that.
Everyone's 5 years good luck. So it's like a rabbit's foot. So just as hairy, to be honest. So where
just the claws are bare.
You get a werecock?
It's definitely worn. All that dog medicine.
I can't even fit it back into that silly putty egg. Stretched just as long. I slam it on the newspaper and I get a Garfield comic on the back.
Yeah. I love when I got the Garcock.
It is made of stone and perches on the side of a building. The Garcock.
Yeah.
The Garcoil. Anyway, it's got garboils on it. So, like I said, these guys are unstable, okay? They're all unstable and impressionable. I think they mean unstable as in, like, I don't know. I think financially unstable, but also, like, we'll find out, like, one of them has a 75 IQ, which I might have, like, a 70 IQ because I was like, is that low? I had to, like, Google it. I've never
I feel like the IQ... Yeah, I've never done it either. I at least know
I'm
like
scared.
70's not good.
I'm fucking scared. Nothing scares me more than when somebody offers me an IQ test.
Maybe we should do it.
I'm so scared. I feel like it's gonna really ruin my confidence.
I don't think it can get. I don't think mine can get worse. I don't think mine can get worse. So like, I'm down. I'm really curious on, like you gotta pay for it, right? Like there can't be like a free online one that's.
No,
like,
if you do the online one, that's bullshit. I've had people be like, I did the online one. I'm like genius
count.
level. And I'm like, you are literally one of the dumbest people I've ever met. Like, you are not a genius.
Dude. Not to say that like directly to me.
Well, someone had to. Okay. Someone's got to put you in your place. So like I said, these guys are all unstable financially, mentally. They're impressionable. And the men would hang out at Geck's home on West Belmont Ave where they would talk taboo subjects and where disturbing rituals and fantasies were encouraged. That's kind of here. That's kind of, we're halfway there. We need 2 more dumb guys and we got a cult on our hands. We got a murder cult. So those who knew Geck later said he spoke as if he had access to hidden knowledge. Whoa. As the months passed, he drew the others into a warped system of beliefs and ritualistic ideologies that mixed sadism, pseudo-satanic ideas, and absolute loyalty. And in their private gatherings, Geck was the leader, and the others followed. So the gang, this is when they all decided, you know what, we got a van, and we love Satan. and we talked taboo subjects. Maybe we should follow up on them. So they all got in a Gex van, or I don't know whose van it was, but it was one of those like like a van that you see like a guy with like a tiger companion, and he's like a very like that what's it called, that metal movie? It's called Total Metal.
Heavy metal?
Yeah, heavy metal. Heavy metal type van, you know? It didn't have anything painted on the side, but it was just like a red van, and they would drive it around Chicago. And I guess they decided we should start murdering people because they're all just like egotistical, narcissistic, dumb guys. Like, actually, I think they're like mostly dumb. I think they're just dumb dudes. Yeah. So the gang's first victim was 28-year-old Linda Sutton, who was abducted on May 23rd, 1981. And 10 days later, her body was found mutilated, and her left breast was amputated. And that became like their MO. Like, they kept doing that. And like I said, I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know from any articles what they actually did to these people. I mean, some of them they touch on briefly, but there was like a thing that'd be like, oh, the Ripper crew, they did murder and rape and cannibalism and necrophilia, and they just like, they wouldn't stop, like with the
it kept getting worse and worse.
Yeah, with the crimes and stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, but I mean, maybe there's a reason why they don't put all of these, like the details of these crimes and just like briefly touch on them. But it seems like that was their MO in terms of like the ritualistic part of it, was like cut off one of the breasts. And she was discovered in a field behind the Moonlit Motel. And the Rippers would learn that women alone at bus stops or parking lots, including sex workers, were the easiest targets as they drove around the city of Chicago in their van. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. They're pieces of shit and they fucking suck. But it seems like they're like really much more into like the ritualistic part, and maybe they just chose women because they're like, well, we're 4 guys and we could just like overpower this. But like, yeah, they ended up, I think they killed 1 guy or 2 guys in a drive-by, but they mainly focused on women and like attacking them around the city of Chicago. And man, I bet it must have been so fucking terrifying to be like, not only a person, but more specifically a woman around like these cities where, I mean, it's still terrifying today, but like back then, like 70s and 80s, like the serial killings were so rampant, and like no one got caught, as we're going to find out. Like, the only way you fucking get caught is if they don't kill somebody and then they survive, you know?
Yeah.
It's horrid. So on May 29th, they abducted 30-year-old Shui Mack from Hanover Park at night. Is an Asian lady. And Mack, a recent Chinese immigrant, had argued with her boyfriend, who was driving them both home, over their sister's marriage to an American. And as the argument intensified, her brother abandoned Mack on the side of the road. Oh, my God. She was kidnapped by the gang and repeatedly punched her, and they repeatedly punched her until she was knocked out. Just, like, really shitty. I mean, they did more shitty stuff. Like, I think I just cut it out because I was like, oh, I don't want to say it. But I was like, they're just like, oh, yeah, they did, like, racial slurs at her. I was like, okay, like, I don't think I need to like bring that up. They're already horrible people. Like, it's just like added icing to the horribleness cake. So Mac's body was found in 4 months from the time she disappeared. And 2 weeks after they abducted Mac, the woman, they picked up Angel York in their van, handcuffed her, and I'm sorry. Once again, I started going down this road. I was like, I guess I can't back out. But they slashed her chest up before throwing her out of the van, still alive. And and so they didn't kill her, but York's description of her attackers failed to produce any leads. So that was like negligent on the cops' part. Like, I don't know how you can like see these people, know what van they're driving, survive, and they still don't catch these people. Like, I understand it's the 1980s. I get that. I understand it's hard to catch criminals, but like, do better, because these guys were not stopping. And the gang did not strike again for 2 more months. And on August 28th, 1982, the body of Sandra Delaware was discovered on the bank of the Chicago River, where she had been stabbed, strangled, and once again, her left breast was amputated. On September 8th, 31-year-old Rose Davis was found in an alley, having suffered almost identical injuries as Delaware. So, like, at this point, they're like, they have like a calling card. They have the, I guess
left
it's some
breast
kind of
mutilation.
Yeah, and the one thing is, I know from Black Dahlia, which was an L.A. murder, like, that was a one-off murder, but I listened to a whole podcast about it, it might have been this doctor who wanted to be an artist, but he, like, cut her up in, like, such a strange way, and I think one of the things he did in it was, like, cut off one of her breasts. I don't know if it was her left or right or whatever, but I'm like, that took place in like the 1950s, 1940s or something. So like, I wonder if there's like a correlation to that, if this is purely coincidental, if that has something to do with Satan. I don't know. Like I said, they don't go into like these guys' psychology as much as they go into just like the amount of people they like terrorized.
Yeah.
But on October 6th, 1982, the gang shot, this is where they did the drive-by, 28-year-old Rafael Tirado, a local drug dealer, and his friend, 18-year-old Alberto Rosario, at a phone booth in a random drive-by shooting. Rosario survived his injuries. Trajado died at the hospital, and Trajado was the gang's only male victim. So at this point, what I'm getting from this is that they're ill-prepared. Like, first off, they were like way too old. I was saying they were way too old to be doing this shit.
Yeah.
This
Maybe a bridge.
Murders is a young man's game. But I was just saying, like, you know how like teenagers or young people are very impressionable, or like you do dumb shit because you just get caught up in the moment or peer pressure. Like, these guys are in their late 20s, early 30s, and they're like just going around terrorizing. They're not, and I guess that's what like serial killers do, and I guess that you could classify them as serial killers, of course, but it just felt like they were trying to be like have a purpose with all this, and it just felt like very all over the place. It felt like get in the car and just do whatever we want tonight, and
yeah,
that feels very weird for a group of guys in their late 20s to be doing something like that.
They're just fucking bored. There's no Xbox. There's no Fortnite.
Oh,
there's no
my
Big
God.
Chungus.
No doom scrolling. We got to get these guys.
Scrolling.
We got to get these guys Pornhub. Get them off the street. Get them a little.
That'll keep their hands busy.
Get some of the dog medicine on them.
Yeah, them dog medicine. Yeah, I'll go get them dog medicine.
We're going to turn that pepper into minced meat with that dog medicine.
They go pepper picking. I'll spend my Saturday night pepper picking. Gotta get all the seeds out.
Ripper Crew, I'll show you why they gave us that name. Come here. Come here, let me touch it. I ain't gonna rip it.
Let me comb the stem.
Come on. What'd you say? Did you say comb the stem? That's horrific.
Let me put a little curl in that stem.
I think I'm sick to my stomach. Wait, are you... Curl? Wait, do you straighten yours? Oh, look at it! It looked like Cher's hair in the 70s. It's straight and black as the something that's black.
That's a wiry stem you got there, boy.
You're kind of doing Mr. Boss right now. You're kind of doing sick animation.
I gotta say, I think we were doing that before that show came out, though. I'd like to go back in time and check that.
Yeah, we were fans of sick animation. Butterfinger. You got that Reese's?
No, that's true.
You got that Reese's? That's him. That's his voice.
A marine biologist.
He do pretty good. Oh, why you gotta act like a bitch? You acting like a bitch. Smash and grab. Okay, sorry. I'm all over the place now. So, yeah, they shot that guy, just causing terror. And the same day, the gang committed their final crime. Thank fucking God. Robert Gecht lured prostitute Beverly Washington. Fancy name. That's a senator's wife, if I've ever seen one. He lured prostitute Beverly Washington into his car by offering more money than she asked of him, and she was later found by a railroad track. Like, once again, they don't tell me what they did, and I'm guessing
Never a good place to be found.
You know, there's like I said, there's an R word in there that they probably committed, and it's maybe for the best that we don't know all of that, you know. Yep. But I guess to honor the victims too, it's like I don't know. You kind of want to like it's a fine line between like telling the entire story and being like Jesus is graphic, and like letting these guys go, like being like, oh, they only murdered people, they didn't do anything horrific, and you're like, well, murder's bad in itself, but yeah, the other stuff they did was probably way worse too. Oh, okay, wait, is murder? No, I can't go into this conversation. I always thought murder was like the worst, and then people are like, I get in arguments, and not arguments, but like they're like, no, this is worse, and I'm like, you make a fair point, but like,
yeah, because that's something you gotta live with, you know.
Yeah,
murder,
that's the
you
argument.
don't gotta live with that.
That's the argument. Yeah, I guarantee. Yeah, I mean, I guarantee that. I agree with that sentiment of it, but you know. Anyway, so in addition, they found her by the railroad tracks. In addition to other injuries, her left breast her left breast had been amputated. So she was still alive though, and her right breast was severely slashed. She survived the attack and gave descriptions of Gecht and his van where the attack took place. And Robin Gecht was first arrested on October 20th, 1982. So it was about a 2-year span they were doing this. And after police linked his van to the assault on Beverly Washington, this was after. That's when they arrested him, when they found the van. But he was initially released for lack of evidence. Like, fucking horrible. Like, I don't care. I think if there's enough circumstantial evidence, it's like literally 0.001% of other people could have done this. It was fucking you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So further investigation revealed that in 1981 he had rented motel rooms with 3 friends who held loud cult-like gatherings. What are we? We're a cult. What do we do? Cult shit. Like, what the fuck? And by early November, police rearrested Gecht and tracked down the other suspect, Edward Spitzer, and his brothers Andrew and Thomas Kokorelius. Spitzer and Andrew quickly confessed to involvement in up to 17 murders, while Thomas described how the group took women to what Gecht called a satanic chapel for violent rituals. And Gecht, who maintained his innocence, he was the ringleader, was never charged with murder due to lack of evidence. But in 1983, he was convicted of attempted murder, kidnapping, sexual assault, and rape for the attack on Washington, and sentenced to 120 years in prison, with parole possible in 2042. I think technically right now he's 73.
So he's still kicking, huh?
Yeah. So, but by the time he has basically a little under 20 years, by the time he gets out, he would be like 91 or something. He probably wouldn't get out anyway. But good for them.
He'd probably immediately go to like DraftKings.
He's like Kalshi.
Yeah.
He's like, chances are I murder again.
All in.
They're like, Kalshi, you could bet on anything. Will Robin Gecht murder again? You're like, what?
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is that? It's like, oh, he's got low odds. I think we could bet on him. We could make a killing on this. Get it? So
yeah,
Edward Spitzer pleaded guilty in 1984 to several murders and assaults in exchange for leniency and received life without parole. So he got he got a harder sentence than the other guy and he cooperated, which just doesn't make sense. Andrew Kokorelius was convicted of multiple murders between 1985 and 87, receiving both life sentences and eventually the death penalty for the murder of Lorraine Borowski. He was executed by lethal injection on March 17th, 1999, my birthday, where I turned 6. Happy birthday, me.
Yeah.
And he was Illinois' last execution before the death penalty was abolished, which is interesting.
Huh?
And then his brother, Thomas Corkialis, confessed in detail and was initially sentenced to life without parole for the murder and rape of Lorraine Borowski, but he ultimately accepted a plea deal for a 70-year term and was released from prison on March 29, 2019, after delays related to approved housing fell through. No, he wasn't released. He got held up for a couple more years because he couldn't find anyone. No one wanted him. Get the hell out of here. No one wants you here. But this is the guy with a documented IQ of 75 and no prior criminal record. And Thomas has continued to claim his innocence despite his confession. Basically, they're arguing that he was so dumb that like he just did whatever they told him to do, and that like he probably didn't do if he didn't do anything, like it's a guilty by association first off, so it's like tough cookies. You got to be fucking careful. You got to be at least smart enough to be like, I can't hang out with these murderers. But most likely he got manipulated by these like murderous friends, and then he like went to the police when he got arrested, and then they manipulated him into confessing to these crimes, and he just kind of got fucked over. But like I said, you can't. Sorry, you make your bed, you gotta lay in it. But
Yeah.
75 apparently is like borderline, like I don't know, like pretty bad. It's not good. I think average is 100. So
Yeah.
And then so just to wrap this up, separately, Robin Gecht. This is a kind of a weird side thing, but Robin Gecht's son David, I guess he had a son, was wrongfully, imagine that being your fucking dad, holy shit, was wrongfully convicted in 1999 for an unrelated Chicago murder due to misconduct by Detective Ronaldo Guevara after serving years in prison. He was exonerated in 2022 and later received a $3.1 million settlement in 2024 for his wrongful conviction. And I guess this Ronaldo Guevara, he did this to like multiple people in the Chicago area. I guess he was like, it was like a big thing where he was like wrongly convicting people or some like planting evidence, or I don't know. He probably wanted to get like the, wow, you arrest a lot of people, detective. And these guys were just like easy setups, but they're all like, you know, planted evidence. And just to wrap this up, these grisly murders of these innocent women would go on to haunt the city of Chicago for years, further driving the satanic narrative. But in the end, I guess they were right that there were Satanists lurking the streets at night, you know, so the satanic panic was somewhat real.
Didn't come out of nowhere.
Exactly. And were they influenced by the media frenzy, or did the devil worship come from someplace else? Regardless, the horrific crimes will forever remain a bloody stain over the cold streets of 1980s Chicago. But that's basically the story of those fuckers. And they're literally just like a bunch of dumbass dudes who are just filled with stupid ideas and hate. And can't have
Pure
those
rage.
people around, guys. You can't. You guys, if you know
Bunch
any
of animals.
dumb people with a van, tell them to just like hang out. Give them a little controller. Let them be, you know, couch potatoes. Safer there.
Yeah.
You know. So
Get him an RC car.
get them an RC Cola.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I could really go for an RC Cola right now.
Yeah, so crisp.
Fuck, I want an RC Cola. People, okay. People sometimes ask, give us a fun fact about you.
Uh-huh.
Right? And I stand up and I said, I'm not a Coke guy. Hell, I'm not even a Pepsi guy.
Uh-huh.
I'm a fucking RC Cola guy. And they said, wait, RC, who's your father? And I said, Robin Gecht.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's RG.
Yeah.
See, you're supposed to save me.
And they said, and
Yep.
you go, yeah, the G is for
Yep.
gold.
You saved me. See, you owed me one.
Yeah,
That's how I know you'd be a good cult member, dude. That joke was funny. It was really good.
No, I was aiming more for making it like way worse, so that it took away from took the attention away.
You jumped on the metaphorical grenade. I'm just realizing I'm just not going to try to be funny on this podcast because when I try, it's really fucking bad. And when I don't try, it's still fucking bad. So,
Hey, you know what? There's still like 6 people listening.
Yeah. You guys like
We're
this,
good.
right?
We're good.
Like this? I'm wasting my jokes on you 6 people.
Yeah, there you go.
All this RC Gold?
No.
Okay, you're not listening. You have to read your story now.
Okay. All right, Tobin.
He's combing his tip.
Nah, I'm just twirling around on my stem.
I saw you combing your rabbit's foot.
Yeah, it was my rabbit's foot.
Okay, go for it.
I'm getting the fleas out of my rabbit's foot.
Okay. Crabs.
They just keep multiplying. All right, Tobin. Today I'm going to talk about a little local legend around here. I guess it's not that close to here, but still within a reach. In my life, people have asked why I'm always so obsessed and fascinated with the strange and unexplainable, unusual, weird shit. And I really think a lot of it has to do with being born, raised, and living the majority of my life in the state of Oregon. It's a strange place, and around every corner there's something kind of weird going on. So Oregon is home to many mysteries, and today I will talk about the one and only, the terrible Tilly.
I was going to say, wait, the strangest thing I've ever seen in Oregon is a man in one of them Borat underwears. You know them?
Yeah. I thought it was a swimsuit.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That was like a Speedo.
It's haunting, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Good strength in it, though.
True.
Now, if you know me and you know my bio, you know that my sweet little princess of a dog is named Tilly, which is short for her full name, Tillamook. As far as I'm aware, most people in America will recognize that name for its dairy with their amazing cheese and ice cream, but don't sleep on the yogurt.
Wait, are they nationwide? Or are they just West
I'm pretty
Coast?
sure. I'm pretty sure they're nationwide. At least, like, I know I've seen it like in New York, so I just assume. But like, I don't know, like,
maybe big cities, like maybe they haven't hit rural America. I know they not Wisconsin. There's no fucking way they're letting them get in their territory.
Probably not, even though it's better than their cheese. Oh, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Tillamook is a coastal town in Oregon that sits pretty close to Washington State, making it about a 2.5-hour drive from me. So I've only gone like once in the last decade or so. I don't know. You ask me, it's like, if you've been to one Oregon coast town, you kind of seen them all.
If you've seen the Goonies, you know what an Oregon coast town looks like.
Yeah, they're all beautiful, but I'm just saying, like, if you're closer to like Newport, there's no reason to drive 2.5 hours to go see Tillamook. But the city is named after the Tillamook native tribe who lived there until the early 19th century. As of the 2020 census, it is reported that 5,231 people live in Tillamook, so it's pretty small.
Okay.
And we actually know one person, 2 people that live there.
We know some residents.
We do. I don't know him super well, but I've met him a couple times, so I would say I know him.
Man.
He seems like a sweetie. So now that we did a little background, let's get into the main topic we have, which is Terrible Tilly. So, resting atop a sea stack a mile offshore sits the Tillamook Rock Lighthouse, nicknamed Terrible Tilly. Although the lighthouse is closed to the public, she still sits still as the water swells and crashes around her, and she sits in pretty rough shape. That is until recently. I believe it was this year a group of like 5 people took a helicopter to it and like repainted it and kind of fixed it up.
That's nice of them to
yeah.
put themselves in grave danger for that.
Yes. So the story begins in 1878 when the Coast Guard was choosing where to place their vital lighthouse. Back in the day, it was hard enough to build a lighthouse on like a cliffside on the mainland, but to choose to place it a mile offshore on a big old piece of rock that was sticking out of the ocean was a great challenge. At the time, which I think it probably still stands true, it was the most expensive lighthouse that was built in Oregon. I don't know, like when the most recent lighthouse was built. I don't know how. Like, are they just for show these days, you think?
Well, first off, I want to say it's probably the most expensive just because of the transportation to get everything
Absolutely,
there. Absolutely,
100%.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
But yes, we have radar now. Like we've mapped the coast. It's like, but I also think it's I think we get beacons. We know how to get home. But yeah, back in the day, it'd be like just look for the light. But they are cool. There's like a thing of America or the world past, I should say. But
yeah. I'm just kind of curious if they're more for like show, because lighthouses are awesome.
Well, the fact that nobody fucking stays there anymore is probably point proof that like it doesn't need to be there.
It's not as vital. Yeah,
it doesn't need to be.
So before work even started on building the lighthouse, John Trewavas, a master mason, was sent to survey the rock. It's not even like technically an island. It's like a giant rock. Was sent to survey the area for setting up building plans, but was swept out to sea by a sneaker wave, a big wave that came up and caught him while he was on the rocks, to never be seen again.
Yo, shut the fuck up. That sucks. He didn't even get paid for that.
No. So yeah, before they even started building the fucking thing, it claimed a life. This was just the start for what ended up being an absolute nightmare for everyone involved. Constructing Terrible Tilly was grueling work. Hell, I mean, it was hard just like getting to the rock itself, but moving all of the like construction, like materials, like everything you need to actually build, like getting yourself onto the island was near impossible, but actually getting the shit you needed onto it was even worse. At times, the boats
even make a lighthouse out of, man. What is that shit? That ain't even like
cement, probably bags of cement.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but I don't even know how.
But it would never dry. Shit. It would probably never dry being at the coast.
They just do it in the summer months.
It's just sloppy. It's a sloppy building that you're constantly getting upright.
Leaning lighthouse of Tilly Rock. It's all fucking look like a shriveled dick. Welcome to Shriveled Dick Lighthouse. You're gonna hate the way you feel. I guarantee it.
The rotten pepper. So at times the boats would make it to the rock, but not without losing some of the construction material to the sea. It would be so rough that sometimes they would lose half the shit they're trying to take out there just right off the side. Which probably also added to it being so fucking expensive is that they're constantly rebuying stuff.
You better go down there and get that. I paid for that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Swim up with that big ass rock.
The full construction took more than 500 days to finish. It also did not help that occasionally storms would wash over the rock, taking tools and equipment with it. So even once they got the stuff to the rock, it would also get washed away. Naturally, a week before the lighthouse was finished, Mother Nature decided. What was that?
Where's my lunch? Oh my God, my sandwich got swept away.
There was a few times where like that would happen and people would lose all their food and it would take like a few days for them to get more food out there.
Oh,
so people were just like starving out there.
Damn, that's kind of scary.
Yeah. So naturally, a week before the lighthouse was finished, Mother Nature decided to send one more curveball at the men working on the lighthouse. fog. A thick blanket of fog rolled in as the last boat of supplies was nearing its landing. The men on the rock ran towards the shore, yelling, swinging lanterns, and starting small fires, trying to alert the boat to, where the shore was so they wouldn't crash into it. And the men on the rock they thought they were successful. The boat never came in and crashed straight into it. So they assumed that they got out alive. Only to find out the next morning that all 16 men were never seen alive again as their bodies washed up to shore. The next morning, all 16 bodies washed ashore, leaving only one survivor, who was a dog who belonged to the crew who was on the boat with them. And the dog swam to shore and survived.
Dog paddle.
Dog paddle. Hey, it's consistent. It works.
It does.
To this day, stories and claims of the men's ghost ship can be seen circling the island, forever trapped at sea without a safe place to port. Other reports say that in the wind, you can hear the men screaming to the boat, trying to tell them not to come, to turn around, go back to shore. And other reports say that the spirit of the surviving dog returned to the island, I guess the rock, and you can hear him howling and barking some nights looking for his old owner. So on January 21st, 1881, Terrible Tilly's light was lit for the first time. As usual for a lighthouse, men were assigned the duty to live a life of solitude to carry out their important task of guiding ships safely in the ocean. And on August 2nd, 1911, second assistant keeper Henry Jenkins became the 18th death due to Terrible Tilly while painting. Jenkins slipped and fell 35 feet onto the jagged rocks and slowly died from the fatal injuries.
Oh my God. Be like, we didn't technically need to paint it. It's a mile out to sea. No.
Yeah, it's cosmetic.
They're like, we need a fucking red stripe around it. They're like, I'll do it.
All the way
care
at
if
the
I
top.
die.
All the way at the top. So to this day, it is believed that Jenkins still haunts the rocky island, with reports of seeing a floating specter in the night. For decades, Tilly and its keepers withstood the anger of the sea and weather, but in October of 1934, a crazy storm passed through the Oregon coast, and the lantern room and the Fresnel lens were smashed by a boulder that was thrown through the air by the storm. So what I've kind of gathered through this is the Fresnel lens is what projects the light further.
Fresnel, I think it's called. The Fresnel
Is it
lens.
Because
Because
there's an S in there.
maybe I'm wrong, but it's the same lenses that they use on like old Hollywood lights.
Okay, it might be like a French word or something.
Yeah, because I know that like when we learned about those lights, they'd be like, these are the same lights in lighthouses, and they're able to magnify the light even stronger because of the way they're built and blah 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 all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and so the lens that helped the light extend further out was broken. So like it still had like the light, it just wasn't as strong. And it was never replaced, which is kind of crazy.
Wait, they never replaced the glass? Really?
Or the quote unquote lantern room?
Yeah, because back in the day they had to have the Fresnel lenses because like they didn't have electricity, like the electric light, so it'd be like a like you said, a lantern, like a big flame, and they would need to amplify it using that lens, I believe. But once they switched to, electric, like the more on land lighthouses, they were able to like amplify the light and make the lamp actually like way stronger. But that's weird that they never replaced it. It was just, what was the point of building it then? Like that's the fucking one. I don't want to say it's the cheapest, but it's like the easiest to be like, bring the fucking glass out there, and hopefully another boulder doesn't come flying out of the water. Like,
yeah, because I mean, so that was 1934, and on September 1st, 1957. Keeper Oswald Lick turned off the light for good and made one final entry in the logbook, which reads ... But yeah, so for between 34 and 57, it seems like it just didn't have like the projected light.
They might have just been like, just don't go through there. Like maybe it was just like too ambitious, and they're like we keep, even with the light, it's like not advantageous to like get people into shore, or maybe there wasn't enough. Sometimes like routes change, like shipping routes change, where they're like, we're not even going through here anymore. Don't waste our time. We've already lost too many people out there, you know, just, but
they still had a keeper.
Wait, really?
Well, it says that Keeper Oswald Alik turned off the light for good and made the final entry in the logbook.
Then what's the point of even having a light? Like,
I don't know.
Maybe it was like enough. Maybe it was just like
keeping the ghost at bay. The invisible dogs lived on the rock.
Oh, I didn't tell anybody this, but I had a ghost fetish. Guess who's been fucking all the ghosts out there?
I have my hands full every night. Ghosts all over the place.
Guess who's fucking on? I call it fuck rock. God, that ain't pigeon poop down there.
Forget about the ectoplasm. I'm here for the ecto pussy.
You watch too much. What's it called? The Lighthouse. Robert Eggers' The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Spill the beans.
So the final entry in the logbook, which reads,
I fucked all the ghosts and the mermaids.
Farewell, Tillamook Rock Light Station. An era has ended. With this final entry, and not without sentiment, I return thee to the elements. You, one of the most notorious and fascinating of the sea-swept sentinels in the world, long the friend of the tempest-tossed mariner, through howling gale, thick fog, and driving rain, your beacon has been a star of hope, and your foghorn a voice of encouragement. May the elements of nature be kind to you. For 77 years you have beamed your light across the desolate acres of the ocean. Keepers have come and gone. Men that lived and died. But you were faithful to the end. May your sunset years be good years. Your purpose is not only your purpose is not only a symbol, but the lives you have saved and the service you have rendered are worthy of the highest respect. A protector of life and property to all. May old-timers, newcomers, and travelers along the way pause from the shore in memory of your humanitarian role. That's a new voice. I've never done that voice before. That kind of hurt my mouth to do.
Honestly, impressive. I thought that was
Was
really
it a good one? Once I got about a sentence in, I was kind of like, "Oh, I like this new one. This new guy I found."
The voice was really good, and I didn't want to interrupt because that's how much I was enjoying it. And I was like, I needed to
look away from the video chat because every time I looked over,
it was so good. Like, not only funny, but like it was believable. Like, if I close my eyes, I'm like, that sounds like somebody that would like work at a lighthouse. Like, you had like a subtle lisp in the back of your mouth or something. It was. I
had my tongue locked in the back. It was kind of cramping towards the end.
Yeah, it was really good. I think this is the best voice you've done. Very good, impressive.
So after the lighthouse was decommissioned, the state auctioned it off, and the title of owner was passed around here and there. In 1980, Terrible Tilly was sold for $50,000 to a group of investors who decided to turn the lighthouse into a business of death.
What?
This investment group called it Eternity at Sea Columbrium, and used the lighthouse as a building where people would pay between $1,000 to $5,000 to leave their loved ones' urns so they could be more connected with the sea.
Whoa, fucking smart. Find like these rich coastal elites, get their fucking dead grandpa, and he loved lighthouses. Honestly,
Shovel them in there.
Great idea.
Yeah. When the investment group was asked what would happen if a large wave...
They're like, we need more fucking ghosts over here. We need more ghosts.
That one ghost is lonely.
Yeah.
So when the investment group was asked what would happen if like a large wave or a tsunami would have hit the rock and swept the urns into the ocean, they showed no concern, as they simply said, "These urns are on the rock to be closer to the sea. I don't think any of them would be upset to spread even further into the water." This was their second choice after being like thrown into the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So after a while, the service stopped being profitable, and the Eternity at Sea Columbrium was closed for good. Now, what happened to the urns is a mystery to me. They didn't really clarify that, but
they put them out there. They put them out there to be like, yes, they will get tossed into the water eventually, but putting them out there is like a symbolic thing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I thought they put them inside the lighthouse. They left them on the rocks out on the side.
But in a way, it'd be kind of nice if, like, you know, your grandfather was out there and you could just go to the beach and like look out and see this really cool lighthouse a mile offshore and be like, yeah. There's Grandpa.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like, I get it.
I'd rather go inside of the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Like put shelves going all the way up the entire lighthouse, like walls, and they're on the shelves like in a cage or something. You know, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, because they'd probably get knocked off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
So today, the Tillamook Rock Lighthouse remains privately owned, but still abandoned. The lighthouse is listed in the National Register of Historic Places and is also listed as an Oregon Island National Wildlife Refuge, being that during the day, like, I'm pretty sure like hundreds of sea lions go and sunbathe on it.
Whoa, this lighthouse is sick. I'm looking at pictures of it right now.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah.
And there are sea lions on the shore. Yeah, you're right.
And it is not open for public visitation. You have to get permission to go out there. So
holy shit, this is cool. This is really cool.
Yeah. And it used to be the home of like hundreds of urns and dead people.
Wow. I bet the seals would have ate them.
Probably. Crack that thing open, spread it on a salmon. Dip a mackerel in it.
Yeah, panko breaded. I want some fish sticks. Okay. Wow. Sorry, I'm just like kind of caught up in looking at this lighthouse island. It's really cool. Hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to
I think there are some. I didn't watch any of them, but I do think there are. Holy shit! Do you see that photo of the wave hitting it?
Yes.
Oh my god,
that wave is huge.
Yeah, it's like another 100 feet above it, of like the water flying everywhere. I believe there are like some YouTube videos of people that like got permission to go out there and just go like check it out. So if you are interested, I believe you can. I think if you just search "Terrible Tilly" on YouTube, it'll pop up.
Yeah, you'll probably find something. Man, that'd be cool. I might do that after this, honestly. Check it out. Yeah. Hell yeah. Was that the story of... Is that the you finished your story?
Yeah.
Nice.
Not really a way to end it. Like, it didn't get washed out to sea. Like, that'd be cool if it just, like, one day people woke up and it was fucking gone.
No, but, I don't want it to go. This is cool. I like this. Like, this is Shutter Island shit. I really like it.
Yeah. Love a good spooky little ghost house.
Yeah.
Little lighthouse.
Yeah. But we're going to put a prison out there.
Hell yeah. My mind is a prison.
And with that, we'll end it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love telling these stories. We love you stick around and listen. If you guys want any more information, go to Camp Strange Podcast on Instagram. Go check us out there. We'll post some pictures. If you want any merch or whatever the hell you want, click the link in the bio and like, review, share. What I don't know what the do one of
Whatever
those.
the thing is. Yeah.
And I guess that's it. Merry Christmas. And David, do you have anything to say before we get the hell out of here?
Abolish ICE.
Yeah. Cool. All right. And don't forget to stay strange. Actually, wait. David, did you hit pause? Fuck. I was going to let you do it in your voice. I want you to do it in your voice.
All right, I'm back. What's up?
You do it in your voice. Don't forget to do it.
See if I can even fucking get that back.
Oh, come on.
And don't forget to stay strange.